The Daily Survey with Rhea Rams is about to go live online. Catch the top monster hits of the day based on your votes and other TDS goodness.
Streaming video on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931.
Your TDS host, Rhea Rams. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Friends with the monster, calling for a monster. 'Cause I'm in love with a monster.
Monster RX93.1.
Summer's hottest monster, RX93.1. Welcome back to the Daily Survey. You got me, Rhea Rams, and Monsters. I am so excited because we have a very special guest with us today, and I'm not going to keep you guys waiting anymore. So let us welcome to the stage Pamungkas.
How are you?
Halo. Halo?
Hello.
Halo. Selamat pagi.
Good morning, yeah.
Apa kabar?
Baik. Apa kabar? How are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hello. How are you? My name is Pamungkas. I'm a singer-songwriter from Indonesia. I'm happy to be here.
And
Thanks.
we are so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Pamungkas. You have actually developed a very strong following across Southeast Asia. And your musical journeys began in your respective country. So how did it all start?
It started 2018, I suppose. My first album was released, which was 8 years ago. 7.
Wow.
And then the second album released next year. I mean, like the year after that, 2019. It was To the Bone was on my second album, and then all of a sudden, pandemic happened, and then 2022, finally had a Southeast tour here, just 2 years ago. So
Yes.
yeah, happy to be back.
Speaking of To the Bone, that song actually peaked at number 5
Yeah.
here in the Philippines. Amazing. And you have become a regional sensation. Did you ever anticipate that this song would resonate so deeply with, Filipino listeners, your neighboring countries?
Obviously, never ever imagined it would be this way, because I started very small actually, and to be able to be here, even it's a dream.
That's amazing. And we are so happy to have you back here too. And just late last year, you released a new album, right?
Yeah.
Hardcore
Romance, yeah.
Can you tell us about the inspiration to this album?
It's actually what the album to me is like. If I were to be a photographer, photography capturing moments through picture, and I capture my own moments through songs and sets of songs, which end up being an album. And Hardcore Romance was captured after 2 years. I took a little break from music, 'cause about 6 years before that, I did music non-stop, and then for the last 2 years, I suppose I tried to live more, and
Right.
I think we live in a era where internet and social media is very quick and very fast, and I learned to slow things down, I suppose, the last 2 years, and then end up becoming hardcore romance.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. I mean, you are so right about just social media
Yeah.
being such a big factor in the speed of how
Exactly,
life goes.
yeah.
So it is very important to just slow down a little bit. If there is one message that you want to give your listeners with this album,
Yeah.
what message did you want your listeners to receive?
I suppose to it's okay to really not to do anything and to feel it. You know what I mean? Because I think with what's happening now with social medias, every single time we sort of encounter new feelings or um, um, when something happens in our lives, I suppose we tend to react to it. I think with slowing things down, just to feel it and be in the moment, to live in the moment, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. Like, just being present is
Yeah, yeah.
something that people have such difficulty with, especially now that social media or screens, everything is just so accessible with technology. We tend to forget to disconnect, to
Yeah, yeah.
reconnect, right? Now, speaking of hardcore romance,
Yeah.
what would you say is your favorite song from this album?
I suppose Riddle of the Night is my favorite. I mean, today could exchange tomorrow, but yeah, Riddle of the Night. It's a bit of rock and roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned earlier, talking about new feelings, like when you're
Yeah.
scrolling through social media, and you do have a song here called
New Feelings, yeah.
Would you say that is what the song was inspired by? What is the story behind New Feelings?
The story was for the past 6 years of my life was always about work, and I haven't really had the time and had the chance to really take care of my personal life. And then I suppose for the first time after ages, finally, meeting someone and then romantically involved, and then got all this tickling new feelings. And I suppose that because it was such a 6 years is a long time.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
But New Feeling, from how you describe it, in Filipino, we have a word for that. It's
What is
called kilig.
Key.
Kilig.
Kilig.
Kilig. So it's just like
Kilig, yeah.
this feeling of butterflies. But
Yeah.
it's not just butterflies. It's something that you can't directly translate into English. So if you have that new feeling might be kilig.
Kilig. Yeah.
Yes. So
That's
Monsters.
That's a nice word.
Yes. So Monsters, we're actually talking New Feelings, and we are gonna be giving that song a listen. So without further ado, Monsters, we got Pamungkas with New Feelings right here on the Daily Survey.
No, not tonight, baby. I'm not living like that, no. No, not this time, baby. I'm keeping you like that, 'cause I got a new feeling. Yeah, I got a new feeling for you. I got a new feeling, like I'm a new soul. It brings a new meaning, like I'm a new hope. It's slowly revealing, I got it control, and it's such a nice feeling. Good as be love, good as be love. No, never I feel it, never. It's so simple like that. No, no, it's not euphoric. Yeah, it's so simple like that. Well, I've got a new feeling. Yeah, I got a new feeling. Yeah. For you, I got a new feeling. Like I'm a new soul. It brings a new meaning. Like I'm a new hope. It's slowly revealing. Like out of control. And it's such a nice feeling. How good is be love. Love. Could it be love? Love, you tell me, could this be love? Love, well, I hope this is love. Yes.
Woo!
Thank you.
I would say an anthem for those who are, newly getting into relationships, right?
Yeah.
That question, like, it's a very simple line. Could this be love? But we have all definitely asked this question, like, when we're starting to get to know someone and we're like, is this something? Well, that was once again New Feeling by Pamungkas. Thank you so much for sharing that beautiful song with us. Now, my question is, that song is a song that people all over the world could resonate with, right? How are you able to stay true to your musical roots while also exploring new sounds and reaching new audiences?
Well, I suppose from my side of the bat, it's so simple. Living as a songwriter is to sleep well and get out of the house with an open heart and then experience new things, and then from then on you probably got up, because of the new experiences you get all the new perspectives or feelings, whatever, and then you write it down and then convert it into songs, and then music is such a weird thing, I suppose. It's
Right.
a universal language where so many people can understand, even though we have so many different perspectives, I suppose. Yeah.
That's I absolutely agree with that, and I think that's one thing that makes your music so relatable to people across different countries. It's the fact that you write based on your own experiences, and you write based on something that's very genuine and authentic to you, which I think
hopefully.
yeah. Well, definitely your listeners here in the Philippines, your fans here in the Philippines can feel that. So that is something absolutely beautiful. But my question now is, are there any artists here in the Philippines that you look up to or that you would want to potentially collaborate with in the future?
Well, the last time I was here, I was collaborating with Ben and Ben.
Wow.
Yeah, funny guys, yeah. And I'm looking forward to meet Scrubb tomorrow. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it'll be. I think they're two nice guys, I suppose. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, exciting stuff coming from you, and hopefully we see collaborations between
hopefully,
you
yeah, yeah.
and some of the more emotional artists here in the
Yes.
Philippines. Because just based on that song, collaborate with another Filipino artist who also brings that's gonna be straight to the heart. But this is a return again, like you mentioned earlier. You've been to the Philippines back in 2022. That was around 3 years ago.
Yeah.
What
Is it
are
3 years? 2 years? 3 years? Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago. So, are there any memories that stand out from your previous trip here to the Philippines?
Though, Shot Puno. That's what I remember. Shot Puno. Is that how you guys say it? Yeah.
Shot puno!
Yeah, that. Shot Puno, and also
Oh,
just.
so you got victimized by that,
Yeah.
huh?
And just strolling around the city, and I suppose the city has this vibe that every time I come back to hear it's bring back all that feeling. It's sort of like like an old funny memories. You know what I mean?
You're right.
And yeah,
Very
and
nostalgic.
we shot our my music video here. Yeah, for one of the songs from my Birdie album. The song's called "A Day That Feels Better." So yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank
So-
you so much for featuring the Philippines in your music video. And what are you looking forward to now in your trip to the Philippines this year?
The best thing about music is I think it creates community, and that's what I love about music. Somewhat, I'm able to connect with different minds and different souls, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. To just connect with people, some of them that I knew before, and hopefully new ones. So yeah, just to learn and connect and have fun.
All right. Well, why don't you invite all your fans and your probably new listeners to your show here in the Philippines?
If you have free time tomorrow night, come through to 123 Block Mandala Park. I'd be sharing stage with Scrubb, and tickets are available, obviously. And if you haven't got your tickets, you can just come. I suppose we have on the spots, yeah.
Nice.
And then onlines too. Yeah, if you just
There
I'll
we
see you
go.
there.
Yes, tomorrow evening, Mandala Park.
Yeah.
Catch Pamungkas along with Scrubs. So make sure not to miss it, okay? Now, beyond the Manila show, what other projects or releases can your fans look forward to this year?
I am doing a collab, I suppose, with one of Indonesian artists, and hopefully, and I have to talk to him like when's gonna be the release date, and then also I produce a lot of new artists, new music, new album probably next year. So
All
we'll
right.
see. Yeah.
Exciting stuff coming from Pamungkas. And if your listeners, your fans want to stay updated on all of these new releases, all of your new projects, where can they find you online for updates?
Instagram, YouTube, Pamungkas under Pamungkas. I have TikTok, but I'm currently learning TikTok.
Okay.
Cause yeah.
Our Gen Z members
Yeah.
here can definitely
Yeah,
teach you
please
some
teach
TikTok.
me. My TikTok is Midnight Moondog. So yeah.
Okay. Quick question. So on Instagram, on Facebook,
Yeah.
and on YouTube, you're
YouTube,
Pamungkas.
Pamungkas,
So
yeah.
what happened to TikTok?
Cause I think somebody used the Pamungkas username already, so I couldn't use it. So end up with Midnight Moondog. Yeah. That's from Beatles song.
Okay,
Moondog,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Clear. Now, before we let you go, do you have a message to your fans here in the Philippines?
Just if you have free time, come through tomorrow, and I'm so excited to be back here. And if you just finding out about music, well, hopefully we get to be able to meet in person on stage. Hopefully, yeah.
Well, that is it. Thank you so much, Pamungkas, for spending some time with us here on the Monster
Thank
today.
you so much for having
and
me.
Break a leg on your show tomorrow.
you.
I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And that is it, Monsters. Once again, let's give it up for Pamungkas. Woo! For now, that is it. It's time for us to get back to the music. We're going to play you a track by Zach the Bootlow. Here's Diving, only here on the Monster.